Hi there, welcome to my first process video. Today I'm scrapbooking this photograph of my daughter, which I've already backed with some papers from the December hip kit that I'm using for this layout. And this beautiful teal and silver dot paper from Echo Park is also part of the kit, which I've cut to 9x9 and I've ruffled up the edges to give it a bit of texture. And now I've just turned over the corner and stapled it down just to give a bit of interest in that corner. I'm adding a doily. Because we all love doilies, don't we? And I'm just going to stick that down using my ATG gun, which always gives me a bit of trouble, and I don't use it for anything other than the larger sheets because it always does. I always find it a little bit unwieldy for the smaller items. And I've fussy cut out some flowers from the Chasing Dreams paper that from Maggie Holmes that I think we all might be familiar with. It's beautiful paper, and I'm using the ATG just to stick that down before I adhere all the ephemera, because I sometimes forget to stick the photograph down and add the ephemera before I've done that, and then I find I'm in a bit of a pickle trying to get the photograph stuck down with the ephemera stuck to it. So first I cut out these beautiful flowers from the paper and I'm just arranging them around the photograph, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous. They're not part of the hip kit that I'm using, but I think the colours of these flowers coordinate so beautifully with all the Paige Evans papers that I decided they would go very well. And I'm just picking out a tag from the ephemera pack that came with the kit. That's the Paige Evans Take Me Away collection ephemera pack. So I've just tucked that tag behind the flowers and the photograph because it's just works perfectly there, and I'm just adding some twine to the tag. In case you're wondering about my hands, I've had rheumatoid arthritis since I was 14, and these are the result of many years. They didn't stop me doing what I love. They don't stop me doing what I love, but they do slow me down a bit. And I know they can look a bit awkward, but I hope they won't put you off watching my videos, because I do get there in the end. And I've just punched out a load of hearts from the Paige Evans paper. These paper pages that she does with all the little squares of her pattern papers from each collection, and it's such a useful page to have because you can cut all sorts of shapes out of it, and I've used it here to cut out all these hearts in different sizes. And I'm just stapling down the side of that paper because where I've ruffled up the edges it was getting a bit difficult to stick the hearts to it because it was riding up a bit. So I've stapled it down to keep it a bit flatter, and now I'm sticking down first a row of large hearts, and then in between there'll be some medium-sized hearts, and then a bit later on there'll be some little hearts, all tucked in down the side, all from that beautiful Paige Evans paper. So all coordinates. And then I'm just sticking them in using some wet glue. I think it's the Scotch Quick Dry tacky glue, which I've been using lately, and it works pretty well. It picks up it sticks pretty quickly. Oh, and I'm just trimming that tag because I thought it was a bit too bulky under there. So I'm just going to pop that in, and it's not far off being completed now. I've just realised that the last heart I punched out, it was on some lined paper, and I thought that would be quite a useful little tab that I could cut out of that. So I'm just rounding the corners to make it into a tab. It'll just tuck under that. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. I'm just going to run this grey pen around the edges just so that it defines it against the white paper, and stamp it with the date, which is the date of my daughter's birthday, just so that we know when it took place. There isn't any journaling as such to be added to this page because there isn't really anything to say other than it's a lovely picture. But I wanted to put a date on it, and I've just stuck a puffy sticker from the 1-2 Canoe Hazelwood collection. It won't be staying there, but it's there for the time being. I'll change my mind about it later on. And I'm just adding a few sequins also from the Take Me Away collection, and a final little collection of tiny hearts just down the side there. This is now the next day because our camera just died. And this is when I decided I wanted to remove that puffy sticker from the corner, and it would look much better with a button there because it looks like it's holding it down, which is also from the Fancy Free collection. Didn't come in the kit, but I had those buttons anyway, so I've added it to my kit to give it a little bit extra. Adding a few extra sequins now. The large turquoisey ones are from Teresa Collins, which I had in my stash. But again, the colours went rather well with the rest of the page, so I thought I'd just add those to the page. And I'm just running a few sequins just down in a diagonal direction, from the top right down to bottom left, just a few as I'm going down. The sequins are so pretty and they go really well with all these beautiful colours. And now I'm creating my title. I started with these thickers, which are called Wild, and it has loads of really useful words on this sticker sheet. I've used it quite a bit, but this word seemed to be the most appropriate for this layout, my beautiful girl. So I used that, and then I've used the thickers that came with the kit, which are called Charming, and they're chipboard thickers, black with a sort of stripy diagonal border. And first of all, it's going to be Beautiful Jen, and now I've just decided it should be actually Our Beautiful Jen. I toyed with My Beautiful Jen, but really she's not just mine. My husband had a hand in her creation as well, so she's Our Beautiful Jen. And I think that's all you need to say about this layout. She's just a lovely picture of her, looking very happy on her birthday. And I'm just doing a couple of little extra touches just at the end of the title there. A couple of hearts, a couple of sequins to finish it off. And I think there'll be one or two more finishing touches that are going to be added. I'm going to do a border with a silver pen, so it may not show up very well on video. But I thought black would be, even the grey is a bit too dark for this layout, so I used silver, which looks better in person than it does on the picture. But it also picks up the silver in the dots on that backing paper. And then a few little phrases. Loving your smile every single day, and nothing but love. And that's pretty much all you need to say. And I'm going to do a couple of little stamps with my roller stamp, and I think we'll call it done. So thank you for joining me. And if you like it, you know what to do. Cue the stills.